Hello, everybody. For our IEP course presentation, I have chosen to speak on the limitations of GDP with a special focus on measuring the well-being of a nation. The GDP of a country, the traditional GDP measurement of GDP being equal to C plus I plus G plus NX, has significant gaps. To start with, the GDP does not measure depreciation of assets, natural resources, and human capital. Amongst the many industries that this affects, this becomes especially pronounced in industries like mining, etc. Secondly, non-marketed transactions like home production is not accounted for. Uh, Critical components here again include childcare. Underground economy forms a large part of economic activity. And this is another goal in the GDP measurement because this economic activity, owing to the nature of these transactions, the focus is on ensuring that the government remains unaware. And as a consequence of this, the traditional GDP equation misses this. Uh, the impact on environment is not calculated, although great progress has been made in areas of green accounting, where the direct and indirect effects of uh, direct and indirect effects of economic activity on the environment is measured. A single metric is yet to emerge from this. A single agreed upon metric is yet to emerge from these studies. Lastly, enough cannot be said on the fact that poverty and inequality is not accounted for in the traditional GDP formula. This being said, I want to speak on a metric called the gross national happiness metric. The GNH is a measure of economic and moral progress that the country of Bhutan introduced in the 1970s. This was done as an alternative to GDP measurements. There are four pillars of the GNH measurement. These are good governance, sustainable development, the preservation and promotion of culture, and environmental conservation. Rather than focusing strictly on quantitative economic measures, the GNH takes into account an evolving mix of quality of life factors. Although the GNH measurement does not make up for all the gaps in the traditional GDP measurement, this is a great leap forward in covering many important gaps. India currently is positioned in the 126th place out of 146 countries that were surveyed to prepare this list. This is a concerning rank. Studies suggest that the COVID-19 pandemic has deepened the decline of the gross national happiness index. Out of a host of activities that can be taken up to improve India's standing, I'd briefly touch upon a few. Increasing awareness and help render to those battling with mental health issues can be a giant leap forward. The mental health issues affect people across demographics, and this forms a critical. This is a critical step that needs to be taken to improve India's standing. Caregiving extended to older population and those with special needs is also another important step that can be taken. In addition to these two, bridging the gap between fresh college graduates and the job market through immersive internship programs, training programs, etc., can also be of great beneficial value in helping India overcome its limitations and enhancing its position in this list. That being said, with a substantial young population, India holds optimism that leveraging this demographic strength will propel the nation not only up the GNH rankings, but also towards becoming a more successful, holistically developed country in the near future. Thank you.